And as we come on the air, final preparations are underway for tomorrow's funeral for Queen Elizabeth II, the first state funeral in the UK in nearly 6 decades. President Biden and First Lady Jill Biden are in London to pay their respects. And we have this report from Emma Murphy of Independent Television News.
In life, the Queen was a global figure. In death, leaders from across the globe have travelled to pay their respects to her. She had pledged lifelong service, and she delivered on that pledge, commanding respect from those who know the weight of similar service. Later, after signing the official book of condolence, the President reflected on the Queen's contribution to the world.
All the people in the United Kingdom, our hearts go out to you, and you were fortunate to have had her for 70 years. We all were. The world's better for her. Thank you.
On the eve of what is likely to be the largest state funeral in British history, the weight of welcome falls to the new king.
The Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Your Majesty.
From across the world, countries large and small, leaders have journeyed to offer their condolences for a woman who served longer than all of them.
It was wonderful of you to make the effort. And
it's my duty.
And so kind of you to ring me as well, so I was most touched by that.
It was you.
Tonight at Buckingham Palace, foreign royalty and foreign dignitaries are gathering to remember a woman who often inspired them and offer support to the family who must now honour her legacy.
My heart goes out to them. It's a very difficult time. I know how much they loved her, deeply respected her, how much of a role model she was to all of them. And I think she has instilled in them the most important values of a deep sense of duty, of discipline, of service for the country. Every leader will leave his own mark, but I think the main principles are going to continue throughout the generations.
And from the family tonight, another expression of the loss they feel. The Duke of York issuing a statement saying, "Mummy, your love for a son, your compassion, your care, your confidence I will treasure forever. I have found your knowledge and wisdom infinite, with no boundary or containment. I will miss your insights, advice and humour." Unforgettable to the family and to many of those who feel she was also a part of their families.
The Queen's state funeral starts at 6 a.m. Eastern, and we'll have coverage of the day's events starting at 2 a.m. Eastern on our website, pbs.org/newshour. In the day's other headlines, Hurricane Fiona made landfall along the southern coast of Puerto Rico today and has knocked out power across the entire island, leaving millions without electricity. Officials there say it could take days to fully restore. President Biden had already approved an emergency declaration and offered federal assistance. In preparation for the storm, residents have boarded up homes and businesses, bracing for torrential rains and heavy flooding. Almost 5 years ago to the day, Hurricane Maria battered the island, killing nearly 3,000 people in the months that followed. Meantime, in Alaska, streets resembled rivers as the remnants of a Pacific typhoon caused widespread flooding across much of the western coast of that state. There have been no reports of deaths or injuries. Alaska's governor has declared a disaster for the affected areas. Ukraine has claimed strategic gains against Russian forces, this time to the south. In the Russian-controlled city of Kherson, Ukraine's military today claims to have disabled all crossings across the Dnipro River, cutting off critical Russian supply routes. But in Donetsk, to the east, artillery shelling has killed 5 civilians. Both sides blamed the other for the deaths. The British Defense Ministry today warns that Russia is likely to increase its attacks on civilian targets as it suffers battlefield defeats from recent Ukrainian counteroffensives. And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi led a congressional delegation to Armenia this weekend as a fragile ceasefire there holds along the border with Azerbaijan. Footage from Armenian officials claims to show Azerbaijani troop movements along its border. More than 200 soldiers from both sides have been killed in recent fighting between the two countries. In a news conference, Pelosi condemned the violence and said the blame lies squarely with Azerbaijan.
That this was initiated by the Azeris and that there has to be recognition of that and how that will stop. This territorial security and sovereignty of Armenia, the democracy of Armenia, is a value to us in America.
Pelosi's comments drew a strong rebuke from Azerbaijan, which said her remarks threaten the prospects of peace. And still to come on PBS News Weekend, how some farmers are helping fight climate change. And my one-on-one with Dallas Mavericks CEO, Cint Marshall.
This is PBS News Weekend from WETA Studios in Washington, home of the PBS NewsHour, weeknights on PBS.